Hello everybody, and this is another matchup between MIseryTheory and RKO. RKO is spawning as the red Zerg on top left, and MIseryTheory is spawning as the purple Terran on the bottom right. I think the map is Agraria Farm. On the other hand, it's a very interesting matchup because RKO, who does a lot of coaching, which I'll link him below if you're interested in receiving coaching from him, actually coached MIseryTheory. So it's very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Now, the only other thing I'm going to say about this match is that, one, this was like done 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure about MIseryTheory, but I know RKO and myself were very tired when this match went on. I actually observed it live. And then two, RKO is playing his operators, playing Zerg. He wanted to show me a build order, but I'm not quite sure. I think he learned that build order himself. But either way, even if he did learn it himself, he's a pretty experienced player, and he definitely knows how to. He definitely picks up on build orders really quick. So he wanted to not only show me this new build order, but oh no, this was actually after a match that I did with a MIseryTheory. I tried doing a build order and he wanted to show me because I messed up on the build order pretty bad. Like I said, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I was pretty tired when I did the build order. That's my only excuse, but other than that, what we're going to see here is MIseryTheory going for a Rax. Now, if you were paying attention to this expo, it's probably one of the fastest expos I've ever seen. The fastest expo I've done is 12 hatch. RKO went with a 10 hatch. Don't see that at all. So this is a very fast expansion from RKO. MIseryTheory opening up with a Rax mainly into factory, just pumping out gas for the factory war. We're going to see fast aliens here. Whether or not I watch this game already doesn't even matter. I can already tell he's going for a fast not banshees, but hellions. Oh man, look at this! Just has a little retarded drone just sitting in the corner, punished for stupidity. Alright. I think virtual dub is lagging the game a little bit. See a little lag in the game. Probably because I have virtual dub in the background, splicing together the other casting I just did. It's the only thing I don't like about Fraps. It creates these huge files. You have to compress it before you actually upload it. On top of that, segments things, so your virtual dub also just pastes them together. I think someone said just use Windows Maker, but I don't know. I've already had quite a headache just trying to figure out how to get video capture on to my computer. And one that doesn't lag. So normally I don't lag when I'm running fast, but I'm lagging pretty hard right now. But here we go. We are seeing the fast hellions, and the hellions are coming in. Oh, spine crawler is done just in time, but will it be enough? It's not enough because the MIseryTheory managed to get those hellions just out of his range. Very ineffective. Losing a few drums there. He's trying to bait MIseryTheory into coming into the range of the spine, but the spine's just not getting any jabs in there. And MIseryTheory is not taking the bait. He knows that the hellions are going to get eaten up by even just this one spine crawler if allowed to keep taking jabs at them. Now RKO is going to have to think really quick. This was in the whole plan of things. He does have his queen now. He is just waiting for his other queen to take out him, which honestly, especially coupled with the spine crawler, the queen should do 5. It's fighting off this Hellion harassment. And as you see, MIseryTheory is already leaving the scene. Now, 1 second. Put an end to this nonsense. Full lag. Just gonna stop processing that video in the background. Alright. Hopefully in like a second or two the lag will go away. It's really bugging me. I know it's probably bugging you. Alright. As you see here, MIseryTheory is already taking an expansion, feeling pretty confident after delaying his opponent's really fast expo. Grabbing the other gas, he is definitely going with a very heavy build in terms of what his unit composition. He has Marauders and Hellions out, and just Marauders and Hellions, and that's actually very effective in the TVZ early Zerg gamer, at least from what I've seen so far. To really combat this, RKO is going to have to get there quickly and get some muses out. And he'd only need like 4 or 5 to really be effective. Because I don't think there's a single, well, now there's Marines coming out, but there wasn't a single Marine. And what we're going to end up seeing here is that there aren't going to be very Marines, not this early in the game anyways. So, Hellions coming in, hitting the 9 that mining time off the natural. It's really wrecking RKO's economy. As you can see here, he's only taking in about 800 minerals for MIseryTheory is taking in over an average about 1,300 between all his own worker count and the mules. Mules are really making a difference there. Even though RKO has more than him, his main is oversaturated, and he's been denied this mining time over here. And he's actually about to lose that. I'm sure RKO is very pissed right now. I'm not sure if he's feeling very pissed or if he's feeling any pride for his former student, who, by the way, recently moved up from Platinum into Diamond. So at this point, him and RKO are almost the same level. So MIseryTheory coming up with a very effective build, very effective early push that I think had RKO scouted it, I think there would have been like a time frame there that MIseryTheory would have definitely been weak if RKO had decided to do probably more effectively. Would have been a roach rush, either that or mass a bunch of lanes. Like, I don't think with the Hellions there, even just a few, RKO would have had to get speed lanes and more than usual, as compared to if MIseryTheory didn't have any Hellions on the field. What we're seeing here is roach. RKO, I think RKO is going to attempt to get third up, which frankly at this point I don't think that's a smart decision. You're already having trouble getting your second up. I don't see why you would get your third up. It just splits your army in half, and especially since you don't have that creep between your, not even between your main and natural done yet. You're going to have a hard time moving in. And he is going to go for that third. Like I said, I don't really agree with that, but I think at this point, I'm not sure if RKO scouted. No, he hasn't even scouted his opponent's base, but either way, he's feeling very confident. Scouting to see if MIseryTheory did go for that gold. And MIseryTheory could easily just make a command center go for a third at any of these islands here in the corner. You don't look at the new maps, you don't see those islands anymore, so it's not a favorite for Terrans. Alright, the roaches come in. Dog safely in the corner. I believe he is waiting for his other roaches. MIseryTheory doing some scouting. Oh. Now MIseryTheory saw this other bunch of roaches, but he did not see these. Either way, he's sitting pretty nicely right now. Early push in didn't really help. Sage tanks help out really well. Now Misery Theory appears to be going for a heavy mech build. This, at least against the build order and the strategy that RKO was going for. This mech build is actually pretty effective. I know a lot of Zerg players have problems with the mech build, and really, you just need to utilize the Zerg's mobility to combat that mech build, and especially if you can hit them on the while they're on the move. Ooh, it's gonna be really effective, especially if the player with the said mech build doesn't do a move. Which happens often. Some people say, oh, well, the pros. It doesn't happen to the pros. Well, I've seen it happen to the pros. It happens. And it's alright. I mean, it's not alright. It loses games if you're not paying attention. But it's fine if you can react fast enough. So, RKO is still going for this heavy mech build, which is a smart decision considering the Hellions are in the field denying any real Zergling aggression, although we do not see as many Hellions as we did in the early game, but we do have more Sage Tanks down. Sage Tanks are going to do really effective damage before any sort of amount of Speedlings come in to chew them out. With support from Marines, Hellions, and Thors, it's a really powerful build. What's going to beat this is a balanced unit composition, really. Misery Theory is on the move. He did pull a bunch of his SCVs out. Smart decision, considering that this is a mech build. He is going to hit those mineral lines as soon as he gets the vision up there. All he really needs is just one Marine up there to basically light the tower, as it were. Call the drop in. And just like that, his third is denied. That's why I think that's why I think RKO should have went for a macro hatch. And just 2 base. I mean, it wasn't ideal, but this how this map is made with the expansions in the middle, it just wasn't smart to go for this. I think RKO was really trying to show me how effective this build order was. On the flip side, we were also just chatting a lot, so maybe I was distracted, my bad. But we're going to see here, so we're going to see the Zerglings who seem to be worshipping this one roach. But at any rate, this is alright unit composition, but it'd be even more powerful if he had Banelings. Or even Mutas. I know there's swords there, but if you use the Mutas right. Here comes Ian. He's gonna pull his workers off the line. That's the thing. It is very laggy right now, running at about 4 frames a second. And again, it's because I have another program running in the background, but I'm just trying to multitask, so I apologize for the laggy quality, but I'll try to actually speed up. See if times 4 looks like it's what times 2 should look like right now. It's kind of sad, but as you can see here, Misery Theory took a big hit, and so did RKO. But I want to say that Misery Theory took a really big hit, but as you can see, Misery Theory is floating pretty high in gas and minerals. Sure, he could use more gas, but mineral-wise, he's pretty nice. So if you want to sit back and just pump out more Hellions, which if you didn't already know, only costs 100 minerals and doesn't cost any gas. He can, and it would be really effective, or even just go mass Marines. So this is a real turnaround than what it normally is. Normally it's the Zerg that just loses their army and immediately pops out with the new one. As we see here, RKO going for some harassment, but the SCVs were pulled, sniping I think half of what RKO just had, and just buying time long enough for those Thors and tanks to come in. So that wasn't too effective. Yes, he lost a few SCVs, but it's nothing that a couple more mule drops could fix, right? At this point, RKO is kind of turning up right now. That is a very odd position for his spikes. At this point, I'm actually going to go ahead and speed up the game because the frame rate's at 5. And it's looking even more laggy. So it's at ×8, but really with all the lag, this actually should be pretty even. Now he did go for a 3rd here. It wouldn't surprise me if he went for a 4th here. Although RKO is going to scout that. And RKO knows about this. Again, I apologize for the lag. I was trying to multitask. Next time I won't have the program running. In fact, I'll try to turn it off now, but I don't know if it's going to be. Oh, it's actually off now, but that's weird. Whatever. I think it's because, well, it's not off, but I think because it's running in the background. But we've got the infestors coming in with the infested Terrans, and those infested Terrans pop out and they just get chewed up so fast. Infestors are done. I think this is GG. RKO is behind on economy. He GG and he smiles, but I know, even though he's probably feeling mixed pride for his student, I know he's feeling pain inside that he just lost his student. But if anything, that's just a sign of how good of a coach he is. I mean, they say those who can't do teach. I'm not saying that just to be like, oh, RKO's shitty. RKO's a great player, actually, a real powerful player. Zerg is his off race. He's mainly a Protoss player, but he's a really good teacher. You don't have to, at least from my experience, you don't have to be good at what you're teaching. To be honest, I mean, it would help, but I seem to do a really great job coaching soccer. I can't play soccer worth shit, but for some reason I get other people to play like pros. But at any rate, that was a good matchup. Student versus master, and the student won. Amazing. Given the circumstances, I think if RKO was on top of this game, I don't think MIseryTheory would stand a chance. But hey, maybe we'll see another rematch in the future. Anyways, thank you for watching. Again, I will have that link posted down in the description below, and if I feel like it, I'll post it around in the other YouTube videos that I promised to have in there. I'll also send a link for RKO if you're interested in receiving any coaching. He actually has a very cheap rate, one of the cheapest I've seen so far. He does $15 an hour. MIseryTheory, on the other hand, I'm not quite sure how knowledgeable he is with the other races. I know he's a very good Terran player, but I will throw out there that he streams live, and I'll have the link there too. And I believe he's also trying to get into the coaching business, charging $10 an hour. I'm not sure how successful he's been, but as you can see, he came up with a very powerful TVZ build. So if you want to check him out, if you're having trouble with your TVZ, well, I can't vouch for his play on other races or his coaching in general, but as you can see, he came up with a really good build right here, and I believe should be confident enough to at least coach you in Terran. Anyways, keep watching. Thank you for any people's support. For anyone that's just happened to get this far into the replay, I really appreciate it. I promise better quality next time. Anyways, Jester out. Keep gaming.